My name's David Keeter. I'm the manager of the bank's lending product department, and my main responsibility is to ensure that our products for the commercial department meet our customers' needs. The main options for a business to look at a growth strategy would probably be threefold. Firstly, you'd have organic growth, then you'd have acquisitive growth, and probably you can also look at joint ventures. Just taking them one by one. Organic growth is the growth that occurs in businesses from within and how they do things on a normal day-to-day basis. Acquisitive growth is where you have businesses acquiring a new business. Joint ventures is also a great opportunity because it allows businesses to join up with other like-minded businesses, one or more, share the cost, share the research and development, and come to market together. I think the first thing a business needs to do is really assess where it is and have a vision for growth. Is it all about market share? Can market share be enhanced by a new product or a service? Is it about developing a brand or creating a brand? We all know that brands drive the way that customers perceive a product and how that people differentiate a company or one company from another by looking at a brand or logo. So all of those things together mean that the options available can be quite a considered format. When a business is looking to grow, the things that they need to consider, the most obvious ones that they always consider are people, premises, vehicles and equipment. But that's not the whole story. Behind that, they need to think about the time it may take for the product or service to come to market, the general overheads to achieve the new product or service, and also to think about a contingency. It may not go as well as they planned, so what are they doing to make sure that they can fund that? For a start-up business, traditionally the capital will have been introduced by the owner himself or herself, or in many cases their immediate family and friends. Beyond that, you then look at the traditional means, bank finance or equity investment. I think it's perhaps fair to say that banks will generally look to fund a lower risk project, whereas an equity investor will look for higher returns with a higher risk attached to it. Well, banks would produce many forms of finance, short-term finance by way of overdraft, loans, equipment finance, leases, and invoice discounting as well. Equipment finance provides that finance should they wish to own it. I think leasing is an interesting option because it allows a company not necessarily to have to own the equipment. And invoice discounting has long been used by growing businesses because it gives the ability to fund against an invoice that hasn't yet been paid for. And banks will traditionally lend up to 85% of that finance. In terms of equity investment, it normally falls into two camps. For venture capital firms who will put investment into a business in return for a proportion of the shares, or what we call a business angel, a wealthy individual who he or she may again invest into the company and sometimes take a position on the board to help the company go forward. HSBC can bring many different attributes to helping in this area. We've got over 2.5 million customers worldwide. We've got representation in 76 countries, so therefore we are a global bank with a local presence. I think also that our managers have got many years of experience. Their passion is to ensure that our customers grow. They have a range of products at their hands that can suit every need and purpose for the growth that they're looking to achieve. We can also look at ways of protecting the business. In today's market, finance risk is a big issue for a lot of businesses. We can provide interest rate hedging products and making sure that they don't suffer if interest rates should rise. And where they're moving into overseas markets and using foreign currency, that we start to talk to them about products that will ensure that they are immune from losing out on any currency changes. There's lots and lots of information available these days on the internet. Central government, local government, business enterprise, business link, trade organisations are all putting out some really good information to help people make decisions on how to grow. Obviously HSBC has a website. We have a great useful links tool on that website that gives people access to names and organisations that can help them with their aspiration and growth functions.